So today is Bhadra 27th, right?
Yes, sir.
In Nepal, what do we celebrate? Nepal, in Kathmandu Valley, there is one special festival. What is that? Right. So due to Indra Jatra, government has given a holiday in Kathmandu Valley only, right? But our school is the regular one because we missed one day last time. So today is Substitution Day. And generally on Friday, what we used to do? Presentation. So, but our exam is coming soon. So, in Precious National Academy, midterm exam is coming very soon, and it will start from 5th of August. And today we are going to do something new. Means that is QST. What is that? QST. Question Answer Solving Technique. Question Answer Solving Technique. Now, government has given some grid, some styles, how the questions are asked. And today we have got two presentators. They are giving us the technique how to solve the questions. So in science, altogether there are 4 groups. Could you remember 4 groups?
Yes, sir.
What are they? Groups A,
Group
B, Group C, and Group D. And this is class 9. And in class 10 also it is same. Group A, Group B, Group C, and Group D. In Group A, very short answer type questions are asked, and each question carries how much marks? 1 mark. In Group B, little bit lengthy, it contains or carries 2 marks. Group C, 3 marks, and Group D, 4 marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And one thing you have to keep in mind, if you are able to write in clear handwriting, definitely you will deserve better marks, right? So if you write in the copy also, so don't be greedy, don't make it congested, make it clear. After each question, don't forget to leave 2 lines. How many? 2 lines. Understood or not? So if you want to add papers, do they provide you paper or not?
Yes.
If they are providing you paper, then why to be greedy? Simply make the creativity, and number 2, write in clear handwriting. Afterwards, marks also comes clearly. Is that clear? So shall we start QST today?
Yes.
And today we have got the presentators Nisha Gurung and Anisha Gewali. Please welcome them with a big round of applause.
Today is Melissa and
Anisha Gewali to solve set 2 and set 3 questions
From which publication?
from Greenwood Public.
Okay, Plumber.
okay, now let's begin our class. All of you turn page number 217.
70.
70, okay? You have drawn?
Yes.
I am going to solve set 2 SCE IX Model Question 2076.
And I am going to solve test number 272. Set 3 SE 9 model questions 2017.
Now shall we begin our class?
Yes.
Okay. Group A. Give short answer to the following questions. Our first question is define derived unit with an example. And I'm going to tell the answer. Those units which are derived from 2 or more fundamental units are known as derived units. And for example, I'll write the example also. These are the examples of react unit. This is of volume, of this is of areas, and this is of acceleration, and this is of velocity.
The time now is 6:50.
Group A, question number 1, define unit. Unit is the reference standard with which we carry out the measurement of any physical quantities.
And next question. State Newton's first laws of motion. Newton's first laws of motion state that every body continues in a state of rest or uniform motion along a straight line unless an external force or agency acts on it.
Next question. What is inertia? The property of a body due to which it remains on the state of rest or uniform motion along a straight line unless an external force acts on it.
Now next question again. Define 1 joule energy. Okay, 1 joule energy is defined as the question is 1 joule energy. 1 joule energy is defined as if 1 Newton force there is written 1 joule energy. Yes, 1 joule energy is defined as if 1 Newton force displaces a body through 1 m in the direction of the force applied, then it is known as 1 joule energy.
Next question. What is moment? The turning effect of a force acting on a body is called moment.
Now, what do you mean by inert gases? Those gases which have valency 0 because they are already stable. They do not take part in chemical reactions. That type of gases are known as inert gases.
Next question. What do you mean by transformation of energy? The conservation of energy from one form to another form is known as transformation of energy.
Now, what is water gas? The mixture of CO and H2 is known as water gas.
Define ionic bond. The chemical bond formed by the transfer of electron from one valence shell of one atom to another outermost shell of another atom is known as ionic bond. It is also known as electroplanet bond.
What is genus? Genus is a group of species. Genus is a group of 2 or more species.
What is meant by nascent hydrogen? The atomic form of hydrogen produced at a time of chemical reaction is known as nascent hydrogen.
What is bacteria? Bacteria are the most primitive organisms.
Write any two crystalline forms of carbon. Graphite and diamond are 2 crystalline forms of carbon.
What is transformation? The process of turning water is known as transformation.
Define metals. Metals are those pure substances which are electropositive and good conductor of heat and electricity.
What is climate? That means the average weather pattern of a certain place over a long period of time is known as climate.
Define hermaphrodite. Those organisms which have both male and female reproductive organs are known as hermaphrodites.
Now, what difficulties do we face due to the differences on measurement unit in different countries? What efforts are made to bring uniformity? The answer of these questions are due to the difference on the measurement units in different countries, we cannot obtain the accurate results about anything ineffective in the buying and selling of goods, and there is a high chance of cheating. Now, in order to solve these all problems and to bring the uniformities, well accepted units are made like the SI units.
What is bacteriophage virus? The group The virus which attack bacteria are known as bacteriophage virus.
Now next question. A cricket player moves his hand backward while catching a ball. Why? The answer of this question is we know that force is directly proportional to time. Force is directly proportional to time, we know that. And the cricket player moves his hand backward while catching a ball. It is because if he don't move his hand and backward, then the time taken by him is less. And if the time taken is less, then it will hurt him more and then injury may occur. So in order to avoid that, the cricket player moves his hand backward while catching a ball.
What is tissue? The group of similar cells working together to perform a similar function is known as tissue.
Next question. How is electrovalent bond formed in sodium chloride? Clarify with diagram. Here in this question we have to make a diagram. And if you want, you can take out your copies and draw the diagram of sodium chloride. This is sodium chloride, which is also known as NaCl. Now we are going to draw the diagram of NaCl by electrovalent bond. This is Na and this is Cl. Here you can see that 281 and chloride. In NaCl 281 and Cl 287. It means that if I transfer this one from Na to Cl, then it will be like this 28 and this one will go here. That means the 7 will turn into 8. That means this both are in the stable condition. In order to become in the stable condition, we must aspect of 2 or we have to gain all the values of close to 8. And this is already in stable condition because it is in octet state. And this is also already in stable condition because it had also gained one valence factor from here and it is also already in stable conditions. In order to become in a stable condition, one must be in the duplet state or in octet state. And these both are in the octet state, so they are known as stable. Now they are already stable. In electrovalent bond, we have to transfer the electron from one valence shell to another valence shell. Okay.
Group B. Write there are two differences between fundamental unit and derived unit. Fundamental units are the units of fundamental quantities, whereas derived units are the units of derived quantities. There are 7 fundamental units and there are more than 7 derived units.
Now, 7 number. If 30 gram salt is required to make a saturated solution in 50 gram water at 70 degrees Celsius, calculate the solubility of salt. This is a numerical problem. We are going to solve the numerical problem related to the solubility chapter. The question is like this. If 30 grams salt is required to make a saturated solution in 50 gram water at 70 degrees Celsius, calculate the solubility of salt. We have 30 gram of salt and this is called solution. And we have solvent, water as 50 gram of water. And the question is, calculate the solubility of salt. This is the question. After applying the answer, we know that solubility of salt is costly. Weight of solute by
The time now is 7 o'clock.
into 100. And weight of solute is 30. Right here 30. Grams. And solvent is 50 grams. And like 0 cancel. The solubility of salt is 60, and this is the right answer.
Next question. Why is MA always less than BR? MA is always less than BR because MA is reduced by friction but BR is not affected by friction. Breaking of tall trees is probable during storm. Why? It is because perpendicular distance of the line of action of force is from fulcrum is more in tall trees.
Now write any two differences between cold-blooded and warm-blooded animals. The two differences between warm-blooded and cold-blooded animals are: number one, cold-blooded animals are those animals who can change their body temperature, and in warm-blooded animals they cannot change the temperature of their body according to the surrounding. That means their temperature is constant. Now second difference, cold-blooded animals are egg-laying animals, and in warm-blooded they may be egg-laying or they can give directly birth to the babies.
Write in two differences between covalent bond and electrovalent bond. Covalent bond are formed by mutual sharing of electrons, whereas electrovalent bond are formed by transferring of electrons. In covalent bond, there is high boiling point, whereas in electrovalent bond, there is less boiling point.
Now next question. Write in two adaptational characteristics of plant found on land. Write two adaptational features of water, hydrilla. Now first question I will give the answer. The two adaptational characteristics of plant found on the land are: they live from land and they grow on land and they continue this germination in land. There are many two types of plants found on land and they are xerophytes and mesophytes. Now next question. Write the two additional features of water hydrilla. The two features of the water hydrillas are: they are the free floating animals, plants, and they are found in the surface of the water.
The next question is numerical formula. The solubility of salt is 45 at 30 degrees Celsius. How much water is required to make a saturated solution by keeping 80 grams of the salt?
Keep your hand down, ready? Keep it down. Why are you crying now? Who's hiding there? Manage, keep your hand up.
And 77.77 grams.
Now our next question is, how should we take care of the eyes? Write in 4 ways. Okay, before I tell the answer of this question, I want to tell a short story. We all know that nowadays most of the people are using mobile phones because this is the age of science and technologies, isn't it?
Yes.
And aren't you damaging your eyes by using those mobile phones?
No.
Yes. The answer is yes. So, how can we take care of our eyes? I will tell you 4 ways in order to protect your eyes from damaging. First one is, please stop using the mobile phones. Don't waste your time, and because it damages your eyes. And next one is, if you have some problems in your eyes, directly consult to the doctor. And next point is, you should always put fresh water in your eyes daily. And now last one is, you should never look televisions, mobile phones near that devices, okay? Because it will damage your eyes. And by following all these steps, you can take care of your eyes and maintain a good eyes.
Next question is, classify the following organisms with distinct characters. Spirogyra. Spirogyra belongs to kingdom Plantae, subdivision Algae, and type Spirogyra. And jellyfish. Jellyfish belongs to kingdom Animalia, subkingdom Invertebrata, and phylum Selenifera, and type jellyfish. The characteristics of Spirogyra is they store food in the form of star, whereas the characteristic of jellyfish is their mouth is surrounded with tentacles which help for locomotion.
Ram has a simple machine, wheel and axle. Its efficiency is only 80%. What conclusion can you draw from it? Draw a neat and well diagram of combined pulley system having velocity density. The answer of these questions are, the first one, okay? Ram has a simple machine, wheel and axle whose efficiency is 80%. It means that 20% of the work is wasted in the form of heat in order to overcome the friction. And now second question, answer of second question means we have to draw a diagram. We have to draw a pulley system having a velocity density.
The time now is 7:10.
of this answer, draw need and label diagram of combined heat system as velocity ratio 3. This is the answer. It means that our velocity ratio is 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is the force and that is the load.
Write one function of retina. The function of retina is to form image.
Now next question. Are you all free? Interesting?
Yes.
Is our class going interestingly?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, next question is, what is meant by 100 watt is written on electric bulb? What happens to the current energy when the velocity of a moving force is doubled? What type of energy is contained in moving force? Answer of these three questions are, I am going to write. There is a bulb, there is electric bulb, and here is written 100 watt. Answer of this question is 100 watt is written on electric bulb. It means that it can convert 100 joule of energy, 100 joule of electrical energy into light and heat energy. And what happens to the current energy when the velocity of a moving force is doubled? We know that current energy is equal to half mv square. And if it is doubled, okay, velocity is doubled, then now this is K first, this is K second. 1 by 2 and velocity is double. If the current energy of what happens to current energy? That if the velocity of a moving force is double, then current energy will be increased 4 times. And second question, last question, what type of energy is contained in moving force? In the moving force, there is current energy.
How does climate change affect the human settlement? When there is climate change, the sea level increases and many islands there will be problems for the residents near the islands, and in this way human settlement is affected by climate change. When driver press the brake, passenger falls in front. Why? It is because the lower part of body is in rest, comes rest along with the bus, for the upper part of body remains to move. So the due to inertia of motion, when driver press the brake, passenger falls in front. Prove that F equals to ma. We know that acceleration is directly proportional to force and acceleration is inversely proportional to mass. By combining this both we get force is directly proportional to side acceleration. When when in unit system F equals to 1 Newton, m equals to 1 kg, and acceleration equals to 1 meter per second square. Therefore, we get k equals to 1. Force equals to k and a. Therefore, force equals to 1 and a.
Now, draw the level diagram of laboratory preparation of hydrogen gas. Before telling the answer of this question, I want to ask some questions to some students. Can I?
Yes.
Okay, please stand now. Okay, listen to me. Have you ever prepared a hydrogen in the lab?
No.
Then some teachers have taught you.
Yes.
What are the devices used to prepare the hydrogen gas?
Acid.
Yeah, what type of acid? Here's the name of acid.
Hydrochloric acid.
And hydrochloric, yeah, and
Zinc.
and
Beaker.
beaker, yeah, and
Funnel.
okay, chisel funnel.
Chisel funnel. This much.
This much? Only this much.
Left.
Okay, you sit down and please stand up and hear the answer.
Hydrochloric acid.
And
Geometric rod. Zinc.
and
Official funnel. Then after.
and
Beaker.
and
Water.
please sit down. I'll give the answer of the question. Draw a well level diagram of laboratory preparation of hydrogen gas. We are going to prepare hydrogen gas. Please be quiet. We are going to prepare hydrogen gas. This is the main one. This is chisel funnel. This is chisel funnel. And put your this is the main acid.
The time now is 7:20.
This is Tussar funnel, and here is Sedan plus axial. And the Tussar funnel should touch the water, but the stairway tube should not touch the water. And this is the air tube. And this is the gas jar. And here is also water, primitive straw, beehive cell, and this one. This is the hydrogen gas. Since the hydrogen gas is the lightest gas, we have to collect the hydrogen gas by downward displacement of water. And during the preparation of hydrogen gas, in laboratory concentrated sulfuric acid is used. Explain with balanced chemical reaction. Amisa, stand up. During the preparation of hydrogen gas in laboratory, which acid is used? Hydrochloric acid and zinc. And if you want to use H2SO4, then we can. Yeah. Retain plus HCl gives retain Cl2 plus H2. This is not balanced one. This is unbalanced one. I will not balance because you all know. But our question is, concentrated sulfuric acid is used. It is because if we do retain plus COM, concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4, then it will give retain SO4 plus 2SO plus SO2. This is sulfur dioxide, and we don't need this one. So don't use the concentrated sulfuric acid. It should not be used. Don't use concentrated one, but use the dilute H2SO4, which is called sulfuric acid. Did you get? Yes. Okay, write the formula relating the work force and displacement. Somebody stand up. What time? I give that. What is work?
What is work?
Yes.
Work is it to be done.
Okay.
Work done by a force acting on a body is defined as the product of force and displacement of the body in the direction of the force is known as work.
Then our question is, write the formula relating the work, force and displacement. Here is coming. Work, force and displacement. Now write the formula relating to it. We know that W is equals to F into T. And we can also define work as the product of force and displacement. So this is the main formula of the work.
Next question. Draw a neat level diagram of lab preparation of oxygen by using heat.
While she is drawing the oxygen lines by using it, I want to ask some question. drawing this oxygen, preparation of oxygen. May I ask some questions to her?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, Mr. You stand up. State Newton's first law of motion.
Everybody continues. It's state.
Don't sit down on them. Stand up. You sort of stand up and give the answer.
Everybody continues its state of grace or motion and then until an external force is applied on it.
That is Newton's first law of motion. Really? You sit down. You stand up and you tell. What is did we need write with an example?
That I can.
Oh, you also stand up one time. Lisa? You know? No. You also stand up one time.
What is good?
That same question. So you stand up.
For example,
Okay, sit down. You know the answer. Now from girls or lads. You stand up one time and tell the answer of the question. Ram has a simple machine with an axle with efficiency is 80%. What does it mean? Okay, now you start stand up one time.
Because 50% of
Now look,
simple machine is later.
I'm telling 80%. Now be quiet. This proves that you are not listening to the answers of this question. You must be concentrated and you must be focused on your goal. And I'm telling the answers of this question, see and me, then why weren't you listening? This is very much important question. And it proves that only some boys are listening this question and few girls are also listening questions. But they were not listening question.
The time now is 7:30.
Now I want you all to be focused and concentrated.
Here, KClO3 plus MnO2 is used. MnO2 is used because it is catalyst and it increases the rate of chemical reaction. And here, oxygen is formed by
Now, my last question. Sketch the knee diagram of respiratory system and level and four organs in it. This is my last question. I want you all to be concentrated and this is the respiratory system and the four parts of respiratory systems are nose, trachea, lungs, diaphragm and bronchioles. What I haven't right. And this is the picture.
next last question is This is mouth, pharynx, esophagus, and stomach, liver is this. This is large intestine, small intestine, and anus. The digestive system, the digestive process starts from mouth and ends at anus.
All right. So today's QST is nearly over, right? So the presentators are over here, Anisa Gyawali and Isa Guru. So it was fabulous presentation. I hope you will do much better in coming exam that begins from 5th of Ashwin. So best of luck, and everybody be ready for now Saraswati Bhadra. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, start.
बुद्धि प्रधान